Well, it is the first day of World's Group Stage. I'm joined right now by Damonte from Clutch Gaming with coverage brought to you by Alienware. So, Damonte, let's talk a little bit about that first game. Unfortunately, not a win for you guys, but you did get first blood,
Yeah.
which was, and you planned that whole thing out, right?
Yeah, I mean, just like I had like, you ever see like the fat kid with like on the treadmill with the donut over his head?
Yeah.
That's what that was. I was just like, I played bad intentionally, and then he was like, dude, I gotta kill this guy. Like he's like, cause he's like, look at the NA mid laner, and he's like, he's just gotta chase him down. That's what that was.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was going to say that's the trick that North America is going to use at this Worlds, where we just play poorly to make people think that we're bad, because they already think we're bad, and then we turn it around.
Yeah, it's the reverse. Actually, it's not the reverse psychology. It's the double negative.
Well, this is the first time we've talked since plans. How were plans for you?
Oh, plans were pretty good. I think there were definitely times where it was like stressful, like when we were losing to unicorns. It's like, wow, what the hell are we doing? But then we went in the best of 5 against Royal Youth, and we played really, really well, like up to our level, if not above it, and it felt really good.
I was gonna say, because there's always a lot of conversation about if plans actually kind of gives a bit of an advantage to the team that has to go through, because you probably learn a lot. It's good practice, right? So I mean, I don't know if you feel that way. Are you happy that you went through plans in a sense?
Yeah, I think it was good to go on plans, especially since I believe me, Vulcan, and Lyra all had like our first time at Worlds, so we got to like have a warm up to the tournament. I think the one thing that people don't really talk about plans though is that you're in the other country now for like, I've already been here for like a month, and that definitely there's like been times where it's been straining to me. Like I miss back home obviously, and like being in a different country for so long with so much different food is like pretty stressful. So I think it's like there's positives and negatives.
Yeah. Are you homesick?
I'm not really homesick, but I definitely miss the LA food.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. I miss the LA food too. This always ends up happening in all my interviews, and people comment, it's like, why are they always talking about food? It's because when you travel, you miss LA food. So what do you miss in particular? Is there anything you're craving?
Like Sujita and like, do you know Shibuya?
Yeah.
It's insane.
There's a Shibuya. There's a place called Shibuya right outside. I don't think it's probably the same thing, but there's one called Shibuya right outside the building. Yeah.
I really need it actually.
Okay. Well, whatever. Maybe after this interview, you walk over and check it out. Probably not the same. But other than that, I mean, okay, a lot of people. It feels like the people who expect Clutch to get out of groups right now, people are either voting against you, or they're doing it in that kind of meme-y way where they put you guys first and then put like the cowboy hat emote. So I'm kind of curious, what do you think your chances are that you get out of groups?
I think being realistic, like we don't have like the most insane chance to get out of groups. I don't want to like sit here and be like, yeah, we're better than SKT, Fnatic, RNG. Like obviously this interview is after we lost RNG, so this is the team that most people are saying is the third best team in the group. So like, we're just going to the games trying to take the most out of it. I think even before this, like we all kind of know that like we are not at the insane level, right? And it hurts me to say it. It actually like it sucks to like have to admit it, but like I think we have to approach it in a way that we need to learn for the future, and also when we are going into these games, like we know we can still win. None of us are like going into these games like, oh, it's already over. It's level 1 and it's over. Like if you watch this RNG game, like it really just came down to execution. We were even down gold and like doing like better things than them, and we were getting setups, but we were just not able to like actually execute our plays and execute the way to win the game. So like, I definitely don't think we're gonna go 0-6, and I definitely think we can make it out, but it's gonna be a tough road.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Do you feel like what is the progress that you guys have made since you came to Europe in the very beginning, just for boot camp? Like, do you feel you're a much stronger team now?
Yeah, we're definitely stronger. I think if we were to play in this form back in NALCS, I definitely think we would compete for like first, second place. And also, like, I just think being in US solo queue and with all the Worlds players at the same time, all of our individual levels have gone up a lot. I think we're actually doing a lot of stuff that we wouldn't have before, just like on an individual mechanics basis. So it's been a really great trip for that as well.
Well, there was a conversation about the fact that the Western teams were not going over to Asia to boot camp. Obviously, your first world, so I'm just kind of curious. Do you see a world where like everybody kind of plays different styles? Because there was a conversation that we were going to split the meta down the middle, or do you think that's not really a thing anymore?
No, I definitely think it's a thing. I think like especially from all the teams we've scrimmed, some teams play just so fast, like so crazy, and then other teams are like, yeah, let's just wait it out and like fight when we think we're ready. And you're going to see it all the time, especially with the different groups. I actually think a lot of the groups have like different play styles within themselves. Like I think actually Group C, our group, is a lot slower than other groups, and it's gonna be interesting to see. Like I want to see G2 and IG play as like my big two teams because I think those two are like kind of differing a lot from the rest.
In what way? Are they just crazy?
They're just really fast and just really like individually talented.
Well, we have to keep this short, so I just want to say, is there anything that you want to say to any of the Clutch fans out there?
Just to everyone who's like waking up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and like watching these games, just I appreciate it so much. I think it's amazing that you guys are that committed, and I love all the tweets you're sending in to me, and just keep doing it.
Well, thank you so much, Damonte, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is the Alienware M15, the second release of it. It looks incredible. It's so amazing. We've been using it here in Berlin at Worlds. I'm so happy that Alienware's hooked me up. Basically, the whole thing is we use their gear on the road, and we create all this awesome footage, all this awesome content for you with their hardware. We couldn't make it without Alienware hooking us up. So I want to thank them so much. I hope you do me a favor. If you enjoyed our Worlds coverage, go to alienware.com/Travis. There's a link in the description. Check it out. By the way, also, Movement makes some pretty cool watches. I'm wearing this one. There's a link down there too. Love our sponsors. Thanks so much for watching our Worlds coverage.